we get pulled into this like VIP crowd. We kind of get knocked around. And then we finally get out. I ran into a man in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Then we gotta get out of the crowd. And my friend's like, do you know who you just bumped into? And I was like, no. And she's like, that was Stephen Hawking.
Oh my
Next to Cyndi Lauper. And of course I was like, who's that?
Now, introducing Full Out with Brittany Ross.
These flowers are so dead. Don't look at them closely. Don't look at anything over here closely.
You're a domestic goddess and I'm
closely.
a rat woman. And
That's
I will
not
never
true.
notice. Yeah.
I'm really not.
I'm looking at everything and it's beautiful and amazing. And all of your like wallpaper I'm obsessed with and your carpets.
But I'm really not. Like, I think that it's a little bit cheating. I don't think I really am that person.
You're pulling it off. I mean, it's freaking awesome. I
feel like I'm like so not a bloggery type person, you know?
Well, that's the best thing because you just do it and then you're like, and you move on. No. You're not like, look what I did.
Except yesterday, I did redo I got my daughter a bunk bed. But I was like, it needs to be like aesthetically pleasing. And so I found this thing and I was like trying to hang a curtain rod on the bunk bed to add curtains to it. And I think I gave myself like a panic attack over it because I couldn't do it. That's why I'm not meant for that kind of stuff. Like I was like, I think I need to lay down. I'm having a panic attack because I can't find the right, I don't know how to measure anything. I don't know how to hang anything. Like,
you don't have to do that anymore. It's 2025. You do not have to hang anything anymore. There's really hungry actors that are really happy to do it.
That is true. That is true.
There's actors / TaskRabbits.
I know. I did hire a TaskRabbit once to move a bed, and because my husband couldn't do it yet, and he moved it, but he couldn't do it, so I ended up having to get my husband to do it anyways. So I'm a little turned off of it.
Pay them?
Yeah, I paid them. I'm a bit of like I can do everything by myself. And then when I can't, I freak out. Are you like that? No. I feel like you do things by yourself.
I do things by myself or I just put it off and I never take care of it. Like a lot of
what
things,
happens? So
in my bedroom, there are 12 like pieces of artwork stacked in a corner. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I'm going to hang that.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's been 2 years.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, and then I wait till I date somebody that'll take care of it.
That'll hang it for you? Mm-hmm. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm dating this person. I need to hang everything up now. It's more like, will you hang that up for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just remember when I nannied in Atlanta and the mom one time was like, she got this patio furniture and she was like, she's like, I can't do it myself. And so she hired a TaskRabbit guy and we were both home. And she paid him to like sit outside and set it up. And both of us just like sat crisscross applesauce and watched him do it. And we were just like, why do we love this so much?
Oh my God. See, I feel like
we were like obsessed with it. It's like ASMR in real life.
That is so funny. I'm so uncomfortable with the fact that I might be that mom. Like I don't know. I have something inside of me that's like, I can barely tell people I have a nanny. I like to say I have a babysitter. I'm just like, I have a nanny. I don't know. There's something about me that's like, I want anybody who's at my house to know that I'm just like them. I'm like, I'm just like you. Like I could be working at your house as well. Like if you need me to come over and work at your house or watch your kid, I'll do it.
This is the freaking dream. I get it.
I can't. I'm so uncomfortable with it.
So I nannied for one family for like 8 years, and the mom was like a badass. She was the best. She was such a good mom.
So you nannied for a family for 8 years, and you?
Yeah, I just go. It's like having an employee for anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know, but I just feel like I feel weird having employees.
Why? That's the freaking dream, dude.
I also feel like I'm so not. I feel like I don't like girl things, like I think like baby showers, bachelorettes, and I think I look like I'm somebody who does like all those things or would have a blog or something like that. So maybe there's something in me that's so like rails against it.
Yeah. You're like, look, I built this curtain myself.
Yeah, and then I'm like, but I didn't. And I can't. And I need somebody to do
The
it.
drywall's falling off.
I'm like, we don't need any help from anybody.
Look, I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
The bed's broken.
I think I want people to think I'm a tomboy or something. I do feel like I'm pretty scrappy, and I don't get seen for that. So maybe there's something about that.
I get it. You do 1 or 2 baby showers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, so we're just doing the same dance over and over and over and over and over again. And it's really boring. We're having the same gross cookies, and we're all wearing the same long dress with the puffy sleeves and the pink bears on it, and the this and this and this. And you're like, if you're not going to switch it up and have a live band at your baby shower.
I know. I said mine had to be a baby party. It was at night, and we had guys there too. And I really wanted to have kegs there, and I wanted it to be a hoes and bros party. Fun. And my husband was like, yeah. And then it got to the time, and I was like, okay, so it's going to be a hoes and bros party. There's going to be keg stands. And he was like, wait, what? No, I thought you were joking about that. I was like, no, I feel like so we had a party. We had a nice nighttime party.
It's so, I would rather that. It's so fun. Those things were so the same thing over and over. It felt like you were in a fever dream.
I know.
After a while. And like,
I would go to yours still if you want to have one, and I'll be there happily. But like, I feel like I might not go to your gender reveal. That's one that I'm like, I can't handle it. But
I would like make it fun. I would get in trouble because like I would go on the registry though, and I'd be like this is bad. Would it be like a baby shower or whatever, or a wedding shower, and I'd like get them a grill set because it was on the registry or whatever, and they were like, Katherine, you have to get a pot with something embroidered in it. And I'm like, I don't like that, and I don't want that. I would like a grill set.
Yeah, I think that's good. I feel like I would rather a present for myself.
Yeah.
My second kid, two of my friends took me to a hotel instead, and we went out for a night and went to a hotel for my baby shower. Because I was like, I don't ever get to see my friends anymore.
That's so fun.
So we like went to a hotel
and
hung out and spent the night at a hotel.
And you don't have to go ding 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 ding. I have a toast now.
No. I'm like, Brittany's having another baby.
Yeah.
I think everybody wanted me to react like this when they found out I was pregnant. They wanted me to be like, I'm pregnant. Yeah. And like burst into tears.
Yeah.
So I told everyone like, hey, I have to tell you something. It's really not that big of a deal. Don't overreact. I'm pregnant. And they were like, exactly. That's how people respond.
They're like, we thought you were going to say you killed someone.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like, don't worry. Much. Yeah, we're going to handle the situation. This
we're going to bury the body.
Years of commitment.
Yeah. They were like, are you keeping it? You know?
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it was planned. We're doing this.
Yeah. We actually meant to. We've been married for a while now, and this is my second child.
Wait, but I feel like you nannied for so long, so are you anti-kids?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Very much.
Okay.
Sorry. I love children.
But for yourself, are you anti-kids?
Yes.
I feel like it does that to you.
Yeah, I'm always like, because I always describe it like this.
Catherine, can you hold the mic a little bit more?
Yes, I always do this.
Thank you.
I always describe like, because all my friends, none of them like, nannied mostly. Yeah. And I'm like, you need to go into having children blind. It's like running a marathon. Mm-hmm. You run a marathon and you're like in pain and you sprain an ankle and you puke. Mm-hmm. You're not going to run a marathon again, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like saw all the ins and outs of the hell of having the children without having the biological obsession with them, right? Without being like, well, I love them no matter what, unconditionally. Mm-hmm. So I saw like all the hell and had to go through all the hell and all the good stuff. But I was like, it's like I went to war before I was sent to war.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, and you see like all the time commitment and stuff, and I'm like, and then after I nannied, like I stopped nannying because my career took off, and I was like touring all the time, and I was like, oh no, I understand like what it takes to raise a decent child.
It takes a really good nanny.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I get you because like then as a mom, if you have a nanny, then you're not stressed out, and then you don't take it out on your children because you have help.
Yeah.
And you know what they always say?
Even though
like,
you're still stressed out.
But yeah.
But yeah.
But then you go
Yeah.
Go in the other room. You're supervised. I'm going to go take a breath. And you know what? Jen Fulweiler, she's a comedian in Texas. She's awesome. But I think she has like 6 kids.
What?
Yeah, I know. And she tours full time, but she always preaches that she's like the shame around nannying and moms like needing help is insane, because back in the day, most cultures like raise children as a
community,
village.
yeah.
Like women like would take care of other people's children, and it was just like a community effort.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, shame on you for not taking all like the brunt of everything and not taking every responsibility possible. And it's just a psychotic thing.
I feel like I'm not like ashamed of it, the fact that I have a nanny. I feel like I think I'm somebody who can do everything all the time. And I like want to be the one raising my kids. I want to have my career. I want to see my friends. I want to be a good wife. Like I want to do all the things. And I'm like, I can do it. I can do it all. Mm-hmm. Like other people can't, but I can. And then I get to the point where I'm like, I can't do this all. I'm like freaking out.
Yeah, okay, my kids and my husband are going to come to my show, and then we're all going to go out to Johnny's afterwards. Oh, sorry, it's not Atlanta. Sorry, it's just Atlanta.
For the Atlanta people.
Yeah, my bad.
Wait, how long have you been here, though? A while, right? In LA?
Like 2.5, almost 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but you're from Atlanta.
No, I'm from Kentucky.
Oh, that's right. You're from Kentucky, and then you moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Because they're similar, kind of, but different.
All around the Southeast.
Yeah.
Grew up in Kentucky, South Carolina for school, then Atlanta.
Okay.
So I was there for like 10 years almost total.
But did you know you wanted to do comedy when you were in school? No, you just started nannying, and you were like, I got to get out of here and do something else.
So I had my full-time job, and then I took a comedy class.
Oh.
And I was obsessed.
Okay.
And
what made you take a comedy class?
I guess I was like, I like tried it in college.
Okay.
Randomly, we had to do a competition for a fraternity, and you had to do a talent.
Okay.
And I didn't have any talents. So besides fake passing out.
Oh my gosh, fake passing out.
I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh my gosh. That is actually a really good talent, especially for college. I feel like fake passing out.
I was like, oh my God, I want attention, but I don't want to have to work for it.
Oh my God. When did you start doing that?
In cross country in high school, when I didn't want to run anymore.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember the first time you did it?
Yes. Yeah. Because
Did you think of it on the spot?
Yeah, I was like, I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. So I started looking for divots in the ground to roll my ankle in. But it's really hard to on purpose roll your ankle. I'd be like,
that would hurt.
I couldn't do it. And so then I was just like, I'm going to fake pass out. Here was
in the middle of the run?
In the middle of the race. Here was the problem.
Oh, it was a race in front of people?
Oh, yeah. Now, my first initial thinking was, I'm not going to be able to sell this well. So, you go through trails, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'll go through a trail and fake pass out there so not that many people see me.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about selling it great. And like one of the, girls competing will be like, a girl's passed out back there, right? So I pass out on the trail.
Which is also terrifying in the woods to see a girl down in the woods.
Like hilarious. Just like my little blonde ponytail.
Dateline
I always wanted to be a performer.
Yeah.
How did you know you wanted to be a performer? Well,
I used to fake pass out in the woods.
Yeah. I was a damsel in distress as a young kid.
Oh my gosh.
This is the problem. So I would pass out without any spectators, aka moms. And then these are just girls that were like, oh my God, finally one girl I definitely will beat. And so nobody said anything.
Did they just jump over you?
Yes, and everybody has spikes on. So it's like danger zone, right? So then I was like, shit, here's the worst part. So I was like, I have to fake wake up.
Oh my gosh.
And I fake
and you didn't know if anybody was around. You didn't see it because your eyes were closed, right?
Yeah, so I go, yes. So then I just was like, fake woke up, started to run again, waited till I saw a popular spot with a lot of caring moms around, fake passed out again.
Oh, you did it twice.
Yes, and I go, you got to do it in front of spectators because
You learned from your mistake the first time.
yes, because if you do it without anyone around, you're just performing for yourself and only yourself.
It is so funny. I feel like I'm learning a lot from you because I feel like I came into this being like, I have to do everything myself. I have to like finish everything, all this stuff. And you're like, I just fake pass out. I sit and I watch the test, grab it, build the things. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, why am I doing this to myself?
We don't have to work that hard. It's really does.
Doing
It's
that
okay.
to myself. That is incredible.
Yeah,
and
it's
then did
fun.
you do it more?
Oh yeah, I have a bit about it. My nickname on the team was DNF because my time on the timesheet was DNF, did not finish.
Oh my gosh.
And like I did it so much, my coach, after a while, he just stopped believing. You know, like the first time he was like, "You okay?" And then like by the fourth race, he would not even like come over and check if I was okay. He was just like, this one again."
Oh my
Because it was a
gosh.
no cut sport, so he just had to take everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And
That is
so-
so would you be like, I'm not gonna win, so I'm gonna pass out, or I just don't feel like running anymore?
I just don't feel like running anymore. I just was so over it. I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then
Why were you doing it then? Did you have to do a sport?
I think I did feel like I wanted to do a sport, and I like the practices. Like you would
Yeah.
go exercise after school with your
Yeah.
friends, and sometimes I liked competing, and then sometimes I was just like, I'm a junior in high school and I drank the night before, and this isn't it.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is cross country. What? I'm not a volleyball player. This isn't cool. What am I trying for?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I would get like blackout drunk in high school, and
Oh, I
then I
did.
would go to practice the next day and like give it my all.
Yeah.
I never was like, oh, I could fake pass out right now. I feel
Yeah.
like what was I doing? If I
I-
could go back again, I would tell my younger self to fake pass out when I didn't want to do things anymore.
Well, don't you wish you could go back in time and be like, hey, 80% of this doesn't matter?
Oh yeah, probably like 95% of what I was doing didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, what you care about right now is
Yeah.
going to be, you're actually going to wish you never even did what you're doing right now. You're going
Yeah.
to wish you never dated who you dated.
Yeah, totally.
And it's just,
I
don't
don't
even
know.
worry about
I
it.
feel like I'm glad I dated all those people because I feel like they were all wrong or bad, or you realize who you are or something. But you think, I wish I would have known that they didn't matter.
Yeah.
You
There's-
know?
There's one guy I dated that I'm like, God, if there was a genie,
Oh, really?
I would erase
From like
everyone's
high
memory.
school?
Mm.
Oh, you would erase
Atlanta.
everybody's memory. Like you wish you didn't date that person.
Yeah, and I don't want anyone to ever know or find out.
Oh.
It's really embarrassing.
Wait, who is it?
It's really, it's so bad. He's a comic, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh my God, please quit. Because I just don't know. But
Do you ever run into him?
he's recently moved to a city that I frequent. So, no, I've never ran into him, but he's like now in that scene. I have a lot of friends, and he's
Okay.
like keeps telling people. And I'm like,
Could you just stop?
can you sign an NDA for just anything? Like, I don't, how much money do you need? I just need you to never, and it's not, I'm like, go fly, like be successful. I genuinely do not care.
Yeah.
I want all the success for you in the world.
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone to ever find out that we touched.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that bad?
How long ago was it?
You won't know who it is. But if you ever saw him, you guys would literally be like, what? How do you see yourself, Catherine? And, you know, it's bad. It's real
Okay.
bad. That's
Okay.
the only one that
But
I'm-
how long did you date this person? A long time.
yeah.
Longer than a year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. Shane and I
Shane,
are-
who she has a podcast with.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, Shane and I aren't in a relationship. We're just like in a breakup. Do you know what I mean? We're just like kind of in the middle of a breakup all the time.
The next trend after situation.
funny.
Yes, we're in that. We're in the
You're-
situation.
It's a breakup? That's so funny. Yeah. I don't know. I dated like bad people. I dated like drug dealer people and things. But I feel like I'm okay with anybody knowing like any of these people for some reason.
Because
I guess I didn't end up with any of those. My husband's so opposite of anybody I dated, so I feel like maybe I'm like, but like I figured it out, guys. It's fine.
Are
like,
any of them hideous now?
I haven't looked anybody up.
Okay.
But probably, I don't know. I don't want to say that in case any of them are what. I did, my first boyfriend I was paired up with in 8th grade because we were both really short. And my friends were like, you guys have to date. And I felt really bad about this because I got asked to 8th grade dance by this kid who was so funny and so nice, but he was a little bit like bigger, but he wasn't like fat, but he was like just a bigger. And I feel like back then in Texas, that was like not okay.
Yeah, and you were
People
a kid.
were like, that's like the weird, but he was so funny and like really nice to me and like made me laugh a lot. And he asked me to 8th grade dance and I said yes. And then my friends were like, you have to date this other guy because he's short and you're short. And so I started dating this other guy because we were short. And then he was like, well, but we're going to 8th grade dance together. So I had to tell the funny guy that I actually liked that I couldn't go with him anymore because I had a short boyfriend.
You know that crushed
And I feel like that's one that I feel like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. That was not nice. Mm-hmm. That guy actually was really funny. And this other guy like sucked. We didn't even know each other. We were just short.
This
my
is
first
breaking
kiss.
my heart.
That was my first
Really?
kiss was a short, because he was short and I was short.
Yeah, were you guys just like underneath everybody else's legs?
Yeah. We were
And just
just
stumbling
like,
around in your
nobody even
faces
saw
bad?
it because we were like hip level
You
to
were
them.
you were both inside another girl's dress.
Yes. At
Hiding.
8th grade dance. Just
Yeah, you're just
hiding
like Miss
underneath,
Muppet.
and we kissed. Yeah.
There's like, God, there was this kid. I have like one of those moments where I look back and I'm like, you'll forever beat yourself up about how mean you were to this kid. There's this kid that came in 3rd grade, sweetest boy, but like just different, and like by the time we were in high school, he was so nice to me and I was all in front of my friends and I would like kind of make fun of him, but in a way that I'm like, he doesn't get it, but everybody else does. And he was so sweet. I know, I beat myself up. He has since come to a few of my shows.
Oh my gosh.
It's so bad. I'm like, here's 3 merches, and then I sneak like $20 bills into the merch.
my
and everything.
gosh.
I'm like trying to financially
Pay him off like a bad dad. You're just like,
and he's like doing well, and he's like, it's okay. And I'm like,
does
no,
he know
take it.
why? Does he know why though? Does he know that you were mean to him?
I don't even think he does. Like, he's come to so many shows. Like, he's like sweet and like supportive.
Oh.
And I'm like, I need you to take this money.
It's
for
your
me.
way of like making amends.
Yeah, I'm paying him. That's
That is
crazy. I don't know what else to
funny.
do.
That's so, maybe just say sorry. You could just. You should just write an apology letter on the $20 bill.
I will. Sorry for making so much fun of you in front of everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really funny. I love the fact that you're young enough where the question, are any of them hideous, is a serious question. Because like when I look at any pictures of anybody I dated, like when I was young, it's a disaster.
They're all hideous?
It's a disaster.
Now
Now?
they are, back then.
Now
They
because.
were hot back then.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I hope that like when I'm in my 50s, I'm still not hideous.
Brittany,
I'm
there's
so
no way.
scared. I'm so
Hideous
scared. Yeah. I feel like the girls who are mean to me maybe might be. I don't even want to say it.
No, we all know. We all get it. We all get it. And you secretly are like,
And I'm just like, okay. I remember, one thing that traumatized me that I feel like, those things that you hear that just like stick with you in your soul for your whole life.
yeah.
Okay, so
The reason why we do comedy and you have a podcast and you speak and you
and I need
create
people
things.
to tell me I'm not hideous.
Yes.
When I'm 50. Okay.
The reason why you have a fun baby shower.
Yeah, so people aren't like, she's one of them.
Yeah.
I was at cheerleading camp in 7th grade going into 8th grade in the summer. And I have a sister who's a year younger than me, and she was there too. And both of us were asleep, and I was like asleep in the room. It was like a bunch of girls in a dorm room because we were at camp and we're all hanging out. And the girls were ranking how pretty everybody was. Well, I was asleep. And I remember one girl was like, well, what about the Ross sisters? And everybody was like, well, they're like really cute. I wouldn't say pretty, but they're super cute. And that has been like, whenever anybody tells me I'm cute to this day, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not cute. Like, I'm just like, it like really affected me somehow.
Oh, it would be devastating.
I'm like, I'm just like cute.
I truly.
Thank you for reacting like that, because I don't really know if I've told many people this, but
I'd punch an eighth grader.
It
I
really
would go back in
made
time
me
and punch.
be like, oh my God, I'm not pretty, I'm cute.
This makes so much sense. You're like, am I cute if I'm hanging my own children's bedroom curtain?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fucking badass. That's not cute.
That's why I'm like climbing ladders and like doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like sweating and screaming. You're like, is this cute anymore? You're like turning hideous. You're like,
I also
I'm not cute.
I'm not cute. I'm hideous. I'd rather be.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it like really bugged me. I think I like I was born in Alaska, so I was like outside all the time. Like, and I lived in Colombia and South America. Like, I lived all over. So I feel like people see me as like nice and cute, but I don't feel like that's who I am at all. So I feel like the cute thing is like more hurtful than.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm trying to hang curtains and stuff.
I get it.
Because I'm like, I'm from Alaska.
Wait, are
I'm
you
supposed to be
serious?
able to hang a curtain. Nobody in Alaska is hanging. Yeah, I was born in Alaska.
Where?
In Anchorage.
God, it's so badass. You really are a different species.
Well, that's why I feel like when people are like, oh, she's cute and she can't do anything for herself, I'm like, nobody knows who I am. I'm not being seen. Like,
You know who you are. I can tell you're a descendant of. I already know. And I get why you're mad about this now because I was just in Fairbanks 2 weeks ago.
okay.
And it was the first week that the mushing opened.
Oh.
Dog mushers,
Yeah.
right? Mushing dogs. Mm-hmm. And the ones
Like the
that are
Iditarod?
yeah. The ones that are going really fast and that lead the pack, little
Yeah, that's
dogs.
who I am.
Yeah, it's not the Huskies. The Huskies are like,
Yeah.
are the Huskies for endurance?
I don't know.
Or I think those are for like, I don't know. But the tiny ones that are like, don't even pet me. I don't care. All I want to do is run. Like when we
that's who
stop,
I
they're
am.
like, I want to go again. I want to go again. And they have to make these dogs stop because they'll literally like, they are so obsessed with running. They'll like kill themselves. All they want to do is run. And they're teeny tiny. And if you didn't see that
Thank
dog in
you.
front of a sled, you'd be like, that's a cute dog. And that dog would be like, watch me, motherfucker. And then just would pull
Yeah.
a giant man for 23 miles, and it would take them like probably 6 minutes. That's you.
Thank you. I feel
Yeah.
like I've never felt more seen than that. Like, that is who I am.
And
Thank
I
you.
remember there was one dog that
Thank
was
you.
like as blonde as you. And I was like, I love this dog. It's my spirit animal. And the dog was like, don't touch me. I just want to run. I'm going to show you a picture of that dog. 'Cause
That's
you.
totally me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
do
get it.
love to run. I do love to run. I run every morning.
I hate it. I'll pass out.
I don't pass. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I feel like we're completely opposite. We both happen to be blonde white girls, but the most opposite version.
We can be different.
Yeah.
A lot
I feel
of
like
people
we're
don't
like
know
a
that.
yin and a yang of the blondes.
This is gonna rock the world when people figure this out.
Two blondes can be different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do people ever look at you and they're like, you know who you look like? And then they'll just name 1 to 12 of the most famous blonde actresses.
Yes.
And you're like, so you're just a blonde person.
Yeah.
They're like Claire Danes, Kate Hudson.
Oh my gosh, I get Reese Witherspoon.
Oh yeah.
If
I
I'm
can
like,
see that.
I feel like it's more my attitude.
For sure. But you actually don't look that much
No,
like her.
I don't. I think it's like just if I'm wearing like a collared, like a sweater.
They're like, God, you see that? They're like, it's a blonde woman.
Yeah, totally. I know. I feel like there's been a couple shows we've been on where it's been me, you, and maybe one other blonde, and we're like, how did we do this?
Annie
We
Letterman.
got all the blondes.
And they're like,
We can't tell the difference between any of these
and they go,
girls.
yeah, and they walk up to any of us and they assume we all did the same set.
Yeah, they're like, totally. We just blend. Yeah. It's so funny. Okay, wait. So you were doing comedy you did it in college for a contest at a frat?
Yeah,
You did like a stand-up set?
Yeah, it was like a fraternity had, it was like their fundraising kind of thing. It was
Okay.
called Derby Days
Okay.
for Sigma Chi.
Okay.
If we're going to get into the weeds of it. So it was like a pageant, right?
Yeah.
And for the frat, and they hosted it every year. It's called, and the Venus Awards or whatever. So every sorority had an intern and a girl. And there was
Okay.
like 3 stages, right? You did like a Q&A and then like some outfit thing. And then you had to do a talent, and it had to involve a pledge.
Okay.
And it was such a big thing every year we would go and watch. And girls were always like dancing or singing. And for whatever reason, this year my sorority nominated me. And I was like, yo, I'm a rat woman.
But you're not. I feel like you think you are, but you're not.
I walked up here with mud from head to toe
Because
on
you
me.
tripped.
I know, but like a normal
like
woman would be
that's-
like, let me clean myself up before anyone sees me. And I walk in, I wash my hands
Where
off.
would you have cleaned yourself off?
Brittany goes, oh, you have dirt right around this area.
I knew you were going to say something about that, but I was like, I can't.
I appreciate
I
it.
thought about it. I was like, it's going to sound like I'm like, Katherine, you have dirt on your face.
Yeah.
But I was like, how do I tell her that she has dirt on her face?
There's a worm in your eye. You're like,
I was like, I can't let her do the podcast and be like, yeah, I didn't tell you you had
appreciated it.
dirt on your face.
yeah, but this is
Because you fell up my driveway. That's slippery.
It's me. But
Okay.
so so I was like, what should I do? So I wrote a sketch, like I was Chelsea Handler, because Chelsea Lately was popular at the time. So I did an opening monologue like Chelsea Handler, and I roasted all the guys. And then we did like the talk Q&A like with a celebrity, and the pledge played Charlie Sheen.
Oh my gosh.
And we like kind of wrote this interview sketch.
Charlie Sheen at like what era?
Tiger's Blood, winning, you know?
Nice.
Peak
Okay.
Charlie Sheen. And it won. And I was
How could it not?
And I was, yeah.
You did something different. It was funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the clip recently and I was like, oh, that could never see the light of day. Oh, I said inappropriate things.
But was it funny?
At the time, for sure.
Okay.
And the like bar and with front of frat guys, yeah. But now I'm like, but yeah, so then I was like, I just like kept being like, I think I did stand up. I liked it. So it was in my head. So I took a class once. Okay, so I graduated college and moved to Orlando and then Atlanta after that.
Okay.
And then I took a stand up classes, like a
Why did you
bucket
move
list
to
item.
Orlando?
After college. It was so weird. I lived
Why
on
though?
the side of an insane woman's house. I was so poor. I was working at the arena,
Okay.
Orlando Magic's arena. And I lived in Winter Park at a woman's house named Terry. I'm not sure I ever knew her last name. She wore like gowns all day long. She was crazy.
No.
She had a pool and a talking parrot, and she had a porch, a screened-in porch that she would collect antique furniture, and then she would sell the furniture on Facebook Marketplace. So people would come over. She never had a jog, by the way. Always had on a gown. People would come over and look at the furniture, and she'd be like, "This is $40," and they'd be like, "Can we give you 38?" And she would scream at them and chase them out of her house. And she never sold a piece of furniture. She just, I think, enjoyed bringing victims over to her house to scream at.
Oh my gosh.
And,
I could see myself becoming this person at some point if like if I took one turn another way.
Let me tell you how crazy she is. She was like, if you move out early, here's the deposit or whatever. But my mom was sick. So at one point I was like, I have to leave Orlando. I have to go home. My mom's sick.
Yeah.
And she was like, I can't give you your deposit back. And I was like, why? And she's like, the shower liner, right? No shower liners. She's like, there's buildup on it. There's mold. I've almost thrown my back out scrubbing the mold off. I'm gonna have to go to the ER. And I was like, the $7 liner that gets mold on it, and then you throw it away
And get a new one?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like nutso. She was so fun though, and my friends were all concerned for me.
Wow. But why were you even there to begin? Why'd you go to Orlando? Just to work at that
Yeah, the
arena? Okay.
Yeah. We would go to the farmer's market, and she would split sprouts with me and ask me for 76 cents.
Cool.
And I would be like, I'll just give you $1. And she'd be like, no, I can't have that looming over me that I owe you 14 cents or 24 cents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
what a character.
So fun.
Okay, so you got out of there.
Got out of there. Moved to Atlanta. Okay, this is my job before comedy was my all out story.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear.
Okay, so I was working at venues this whole time.
Okay.
My major in college was called sport and entertainment management.
Okay.
Very
So
random
that's why
major.
you went to work at the arena. It wasn't
Yeah.
like you were just like working there as like a cashier or something.
No.
You were like actually like doing something.
Yeah.
there.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of things that spawn from this major, but essentially it's like feeder programs into like AEG Live, Live
Okay.
Nation, Ticketmaster. All of my professors they were really cool people. They started like Disney on Ice.
Oh, cool.
Or some of them were like huge tour promoters for like
Okay.
Jimmy Buffett and stuff, like way back in the day.
Okay.
And it was like a major. It's kind of weird
Yeah,
because I'm in
that's
the
cool.
business now. So, but
I feel like, does that help you with stand up? Like knowing some of the stuff that you know?
yeah, kind of, because like our finance classes were like understanding the finances of a tour, and that the
Okay.
promoter takes most of the risk and all the ancillary fees. And this sound very weird, but
No,
yeah, I do
that's
kind
like
of
good to
understand the
know.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were like studying like major acts, but
Yeah, but
same.
still.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go to school for anything as a stand up, that feels like the right thing to
It
go to
was
school
weird,
for.
yeah.
Right?
And we learned like
just like the
entertainment
business side of entertainment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like law, entertainment law and stuff. We took classes. Like,
Oh,
it was
cool.
cool. So, okay. So I went on like the venue management side. So, like in Orlando, I managed the ushers and ticket takers and the security guards for
Okay.
the whole arena.
Okay.
But when I was in college, you had to do 2 internships. And so, and they always send a group to either the Winter or Summer Olympics, whatever
Okay.
you're, like, whenever you were in school and it fell on those
Okay.
4 years. And so I went to the London 2012 Olympics.
Whoa.
But it's always like, they would take a chunk of us, but it, and they'd be like, okay, we're going to find an internship. And it was always, we worked for the cleaning company.
Okay. I feel like that's always what the interns do.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like, okay, so now you're cleaning toilets. And
Right,
you're
and
like,
you're
what? I don't want to.
It was so cool. So it was an Australian company, so they essentially like have to win bids to
Okay.
be contracted for the Olympics. So it was an Australian company called Clean Event, and they put us all in this Olympic Village. The Olympic Village, right, where all the venues,
Yeah.
the buildings
Yeah,
are,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
They put us in this little encampment, like right down the street. It was like you had to walk down this really creepy aisle called Candy Cane Lane, and there was a brothel in the front of it. And they would put, those like
Was the aisle always called Candy Cane Lane, or was it like that just for the Olympic Village?
the street we lived on was always called Candy Cane
Oh my
Lane.
gosh.
So
okay.
creepy.
That's
So they would put
weird.
us in these like trailers. You know those trailers you see on a construction site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were living 10 to 1 of those.
Whoa.
Us and then everybody, all the cleaners, like they brought them in from Spain and Hungary, and no one spoke English. No one spoke the same language. And us and these kids from Leeds Met were the interns, and we
What
had all
is
these
Leeds
Australian
Met?
jobs. Leeds is a uni in
Oh, okay. Okay.
in somewhere in England.
Okay.
And we were all assigned to different venues. Some of us were assigned to the Olympic dorm, like the dorms.
Okay.
Right? It was so fun. I mean, it was a shit show.
Even though you were cleaning.
we
all day-
we weren't cleaning. We were like the managers, right?
Okay.
So we would schedule.
you were the
people.
managers of the cleaners.
Yeah, which kind of felt.
Yeah, you're like, we're in
worse.
college, interns managing the cleaners.
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
It was
Okay.
bad.
That does feel worse.
it was bad.
Okay.
Okay, so it was really fun.
Yeah.
And you learned a lot about like the outside. I was assigned to velodrome, which is that, you remember the cycling that goes in a circle indoors
yeah.
and the sides are raised?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was so fun. And it's a big sport in England.
Okay.
So it was really popular over there.
So everybody was coming to watch.
The Prince and Harry and Kate. No,
Harry and
William
Meghan.
and Kate.
William and Kate, yeah.
They came.
Don't mix them up
My
because
bad.
people will go crazy.
I'm like, as you've heard my stories. I'm doing the best I can.
I'm just kidding. They came. Okay.
They came. It was really fun. Okay, so but this is how I get obsessed, right?
Okay.
So we were there before the game started, just to hire people. Blah 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 blah. Okay, my boss was the only Englishman in the company. His name was Alan. He would call me Katherine. And I remember for the opening ceremonies, we're in the big stadium, like where the track is and shot put and all that other stuff, which is now West Ham's soccer stadium.
Oh, cool.
And I remember like we could hear them warming up. Like we knew Pink Floyd was coming. We knew the Spice Girls were going to be there.
The Spice Girls were
going to be
What
there.
year was this?
2012.
Okay.
So I really wanted to go. And my manager was like, well, you don't have clearance for the stadium. You can only have clearance for the velodrome. And he was like, and it's, it's opening ceremony. He's like, I can't just sneak you in. He's like, the only way you can go is if you're working. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you're going to have to put on a uniform and grab a broom and work.
Katherine.
And I was like, okay, sick. Cool, I'm down. So I put on like the cleaning uniform.
Yeah.
I have my broom or whatever. And he's like, by the way, he's like, just like, don't just stand there and watch while you have our uniform on. You're going to have to like look like you're cleaning a little bit. And I was like, yeah, cool, got it. So I go in and then I just get like OCD, like stressed about how dirty it is.
Oh,
I stopped even pay. I missed all of the Spice Girls because I was out there like, guys, we've got to get to work. And I was like looking at the other workers like, come on, guys, look at all these cigarette butts.
You're like, what are you guys doing in here?
Yes, it's like,
we're trying to watch the opening ceremonies, Katherine.
Katherine, chill out. I missed all of it. Even to the point where, this is true, I got like pulled aside. They were like, we need somebody in the VIP area. Like the royal bathrooms are a mess. They just like pull me in there. I'm with my other friend who snuck in as well. We get pulled into this like VIP crowd. We kind of get knocked around. And then we finally get out. I ran into a man in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Then we kind of get out of the crowd. And my friend's like, do you know who you just bumped into? And I was like, no. And she's like, that was Stephen Hawking.
Oh my
next
gosh.
to Cyndi Lauper. And of course I was like, who's that?
I feel like I would have felt like that at that point too.
I was like, oh. Yeah, I'm the intern from South Carolina.
I'm cleaning here.
Yeah.
Who is Stephen Hawking?
Right. I'm like, well, did he drop a cigarette butt? Yeah, so
She's
just
like,
truly,
no,
like
he can't.
he literally
can't.
He puts a cigarette butt in a computer to smoke it. But yeah, that was just my like.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
And then were they like, I guess we need to keep you on the cleaning staff after this because you're so good.
They did offer me to stick around for a while after the games were over.
How did the other cleaners feel about you? Were they like, who is this bitch coming in? And
they were like, yeah, do our job for us. Have at it. We're going to go watch the Spice Girls.
That is such a funny reaction. Why do you think that you just were like, do you get OCD about cleaning sometimes? Or did you just feel like...
I think I was just, I don't know.
Do you think it was the stress of lying about being in there?
I think that was it.
That you were like, I need to like really.
Yeah, I don't sit in my seats that aren't my seats at games or shows.
Oh.
I can't like steal. Like I think I get nervous. So that was probably
You probably felt that's so funny because you definitely have a vibe that you're like, I don't care. I'll sit in the seats that aren't mine or whatever. But you don't.
You
follow the rules.
I wish I could.
I do. I don't follow the rules.
Good.
See, this is why we're like different again.
We really are.
Like, but I also feel like we look like if somebody was going to break the rules between the two of us, it would be you.
God, it really
but I
would.
think it would be me.
100%.
I always
and
break
I would be
the
like
rules.
this. I'd be like, you go and I'll meet you later.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm like I love breaking the rules. I was at a concert I think it was in Hawaii. I went to college in Hawaii. It was called Kakua Fest. And Willie Nelson and Jack Johnson were on stage at the very end. And none of us had tickets because we were in college. So everybody sat in the grass, like around where it was outside. But there was a fence to get in. And there were bouncers back there. And I was like, let's jump the fence and get to the front for the end of the concert. And my friends were like, they're like literally beating people up who jumped the fence. And I was like, who's going to beat me up? They're not going to beat me up. So I jumped the fence and I ran to the front and none of my friends made it. And I stood at the front of the concert.
And you went and you stayed.
I got to the very front.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Of
I
the-
would, if you were like pushing your way through, I'd be like, this one's gotta go.
You're like, she's supposed to be
Yeah,
in the I don't know why. I just feel like very, I don't know.
Because you have the physical makeup to sneak into anything.
Yeah. I used to also get arrested a lot in high school.
Wow.
And I remember I was the second
Where?
time in Chicago, like outside of Chicago, the second time I got arrested, I was with a bunch of my friends and they took us all in a room and I had already been arrested. So I'm in there like so drunk, telling all my friends like, hey, nobody take the breathalyzer because if we do, we're just going to have to pay a higher fine because we're under 18 and like your parents will decide it. And they were like, the cops were like, you need to stop talking to them because I was telling them all the rules, how to break the rules. And then they separated me from my friends because I was telling them all how to break the rules and like get out of this.
Yeah, you're
so
like,
they made me go in a room by myself.
listen, kids.
I just was like, I feel like they're like, get this girl out of here. She's just telling everybody how to break all the rules.
And you're like the smallest, daintiest one.
Yeah, and that little dog at the front.
This is my first rodeo in the precinct.
Yeah, that they would do. Yeah, I'm very like that. My husband likes to follow the rules, and it drives me nuts. In Switzerland, where he's from, they follow the rules and they don't question the rules, and it sends my body into like a total rage where I'm just like, what is wrong with this place? And I've started to learn how to like tell people off because I'm like, this makes no sense. Why are we following the rules just to follow the rules? And like it drives me nuts. I can't handle it.
If there's traffic and then there's like the exit lane is free, do you go down all the way to the exit lane and then cut back into traffic?
If I'm late and have to be somewhere, and my thing is like, if somebody else is late and has to be somewhere, that's what that's for. If you're not late and you have all the time in the world, wait. If you're in a rush, break the rules.
Yeah. I get it.
I feel like
I get that.
that's like, can't we all just give each other a little grace and like sometimes people are running late?
Or they have to potty.
Yeah. Or they have a screaming kid in the back of the car. I like that kind of stuff. I'm like, those people should be able to like cut around and whatever.
You break the rules, but you're also like, I appreciate other people that break the rules, and then I'm also like, if I don't need to, I won't.
Yeah, if I don't need to, I won't. Am I always late? Yes.
Me too.
Am I always doing that? Yes, probably. But
Yes, that late is for us.
I'm
I was
always
doing
late
it on the way here.
And do you do that though? You'll break that
yes.
rule. Okay.
Yeah, I'll break that.
But I am like in a panic when I do it because I'm late.
Oh.
Being late makes me feel panicked.
Oh, I just
Even though
live
I'm
in that
always
state.
late. See, you're just way more at ease with all this. Okay, well, I love that full out story. Did you have, okay, we also asked people like if they had any breakdowns during their full out stories. Like when you were over there, did you have any breakdown, like meltdown?
Yeah, it was kind of, it was just weird. It was just like, not even that, just when I got into the job totally, fully, like I worked for the PGA right out of college in Philadelphia, and then I went to Orlando for the Orlando Magic's arena, and I was just like, oh, this job is hell, because you're working normal office hours, and then every night there's a game or a concert or an event.
Yeah.
And I think I was just like, and they don't pay you anything. And that's when I was like starting to be like, oh, this is not a life worth living. But you were like brushing shoulders with Bruno Mars, and then, like Dwight Howard the next day. But you were just like, it doesn't matter because I haven't seen sunshine in 72 hours.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And then you also see just the behind the scenes of everything, and it almost takes away the magic. Like one time, this is messed up, but the rest of my managers had left because they had a bigger, like, they won a contract for a music festival. So they'd taken all the good employees and all my managers left, and I was stuck in Orlando running a Christian like convention in the arena. God. Yeah. And I remember, so I was like running security, and so we go to the security meeting before, And this guy's like, okay, so this is gonna be the run of show, and then we'll kind of do like miracles, and then we will wait for this. We pass around baskets, and we're gonna take collections. And he's like, I want all your security's eyes on the baskets. Nobody puts a hand in and takes something out as their hand comes out. You know, like they were so adamant about getting all the money.
Yeah.
Nobody. Also, you're just like, is this a Christian convention? If somebody needs the money, is it? You know, like God forbid.
I mean, it sounds very like a Christian convention to
Yes,
me. If they're
yes.
like, don't let anybody
Right.
take our money.
And I just remember in the background there was just this man. I could just see him, like he kind of had this like funky outfit on, so I recognized him. He's like a jean vest on. So then we're all dialed in on the radio in our earpieces, and then they do the miracles. And he's like,
What do
does
you mean
anybody
they do
need
the
saving?
miracles?
Like he's on the stage and he's like, come up here if you need saving. And a blind man stood up and said, save me, I'm blind. And I was like, that guy looks familiar. That guy was in the security meeting. That's the denim vest guy. And he comes up and he's blind. And then he gets saved and he can see again. And then they pass around the buckets. And then the man on stage went back straight to the service elevator with all those buckets of money and sat there for the rest of the time counting his money. And I think I was just like, this is a shitty world.
Whoa.
And I just was like,
That
I don't
is
need to see this
so
anymore.
messed
Crazy.
up.
It's crazy. Arena full of people buying that.
Well, I feel like that's a big expose. I feel like you saw the miracle. That's crazy.
Breaking news on Full
How much
Out.
do you think the blind guy got paid? The blind guy.
The blind man.
Did he at least get one bucket of money?
Well, he's got to get money because he's got to go blind again.
Yeah.
Because they have another convention in Tallahassee.
Whoa, that is correct. I mean, obviously, those are all fake, but it's just so interesting to like actually see
Yeah.
how it's all orchestrated.
Yeah, and then you would just see like so many. Like I remember Bruno Mars concert. Like the warm. Oh my God, so many. Like just during the day, you'd see people loading in and practicing. And one time, like it was Bruno, and then like he had his backup dancers,
Yeah.
and how it was cast. Like they wanted to cast their shadows because their shadows were dancing. It was really cool. But Bruno's so short, it was very obvious that his shadow was shorter than everyone else's shadow. And so I remember he was like, no, you're going to have to position mine differently than everyone
my
else's so that
gosh.
his shadow evened up to everyone else's shadow. I mean, remember we were watching that in like the seats and the rafters just
so
laughing. During Cirque du Soleil, we would watch the contortionist practice and their coach would have a long whip. Not a whip, but like a long kind of thing. And she'd be like pointing to their legs or their while
my
they're bending. And we
gosh.
were just like, it was such a weird world to watch. Like,
Because
the
you're seeing
circus
people
outside
like
it.
at the top of the top, how intense it is.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was fun.
love to watch all of that stuff, even though it's so dark and messed up. But like,
Yeah.
nobody's on their best behavior, especially right before like a big show either. People
No.
are like freaking out.
Yeah, and like the fits in the green room and the fitting room and all that. It was fun. It was really fun.
But then you're just like, I have to get out of here.
you're just like, I also just want to be a 22-year-old and go to the bars and get drunk with my friends.
Yeah,
and I'm
and
like,
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a sister who's much younger than me too, but one of them graduated college. She's 26 and she got this, but when she first graduated, she moved to New York and she got this PR job where she started working like all day, every day. And she's like a very cute girl. She like is half Venezuelan, grew up in Miami. And
Yeah.
like she's really smart, but she's like very likes to, hang out too.
Yes,
and she
she's
was
a socialite.
like, I don't know what I did to myself. I don't belong here.
Because she's like, I don't want to work.
Yeah, she's
my
like,
life
I'm
away.
like working in an office and I'm like looking around. I'm like, I don't belong here. Then she texted me. She's like, don't tell anybody this, but I just feel like you'll get it. My office decided to have like the one day we go into the office because they were working from home be Fridays. And she's like, I'm too pretty to be in an office on Fridays. And I was like, she said it as a total joke, but I was like, I know. She's like, I'm too young and pretty to be working all
You
day on a
are.
Friday. And I was like, you are, get out of there.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's
And then
never worth it.
she's like, now she's nannying for this woman and she works like 3 hours a day and she makes more than she worked at made at the other job. And she's like, I don't know. I just like re-wallpapered my bathroom just to feel accomplished. And my dad's like, I don't know what she's doing. I'm like, she's being smart and
Yeah.
figuring it out because she's like, you know, she's making more money doing that than she was slaving away.
I love that's literally my trajectory. I was doing that, like never had a life, was working, doing events every night while my friends were going out, and then I found comedy, and I was like, screw. I got offered the AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, while I was doing a smaller venue in Atlanta, and they're like, you got to get down there in 48 hours. We have Jay-Z and Beyonce coming. Dream job in that business, and I was like, nope, I quit. And I quit and became a nanny during the day because it was like flexible hours, and started comedy at night, and I was like, this is, I'm 10 million times happier.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like what we also like to ask people if they had a villain in their past life.
My past
like in
life?
in that work environment, was there anybody that was your villain?
Yes, every single one of my bosses. Anyone who ever told me that I needed to do anything ever. I just realized I cannot have a boss.
Yeah.
I'm just not
cut out for it.
No, I gotta have my own path.
I get it.
Yeah. Also, just truly, you know what a villain is? The walls of an office.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. It's 2025.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I worked in one office for an internship, and I was like, I cannot.
How did
do
your
this.
soul not get crushed?
Yeah. I was also working for McDonald's for an internship for their advertising department, and we would have like meetings with all the Ronald McDonalds. Have I talked about this on here? I feel like at some point all the people who played Ronald McDonald. So I worked for this advertising. I thought I was going to do advertising. Yeah. And for like one summer, I worked at an advertising company in Houston as an internship in an office. And they did McDonald's, and one day they're like, okay, all the Ronald McDonalds are coming in today. So we had this board meeting with all the guys who play Ronald McDonald, but they swore me to secrecy when I got in there, the other Ronald McDonalds, and they gave me a pin. It was like Ronald McDonald's shoe that said like, you're not allowed to tell anybody who we are. And they are all so catty and like upset. They're like, so-and-so's too short to be playing Ronald. No. So-and-so's too big. Like, I don't even know how he's getting all these jobs. He doesn't even fit in the costume and blah, blah, blah.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a Michigan Ronald McDonald and
there's
an
like
Oklahoma.
A few Ronald McDonalds who like, at least back then they were like doing gigs, you know.
Flying all over.
And that was their job. And they were very competitive with one another, and they all came in one day and had this meeting.
You're kidding. Is it like everyone, like when you go to UCB, that's like that's the equivalent of like I'm Santa. Yeah. And then if you really excel out of that, you go to Ronald McDonald.
I guess. Yeah. I mean,
right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know where these. Yeah. I guess I think that there's like it's very small.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're all like competitive with each other.
Now, they're not dressed up when they come into the meeting.
No, but that's why they gave me a pin, because I'm like supposed to not reveal their identity. Like I would be like, I don't even know who you are after this. I like went home and forgot what they all looked like immediately. I don't know. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to reveal your identities.
Imagine walking up to a man, like going to get his mail, and you're like, I know.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares if you're Ronald McDonald?
What if you found out your dad was Ronald McDonald like your whole life, but he wasn't allowed to tell you, kind of like Secret Service, FBI style?
Yeah, you're like, I thought you were a physician.
And you're like, oh, you were Ronald McDonald this whole time. That's like the reverse.
He like leaves house in scrubs.
Yeah,
right?
And you're like, I thought I respected you.
Yeah. And then he opens his trunk and his big clown shoes are over there. He's like, wait.
Yeah, I don't know. That was so weird though. But I feel like I was like, this job is not for me. But thank God I got out of there. But it is funny to be in those jobs and see behind the curtain a little bit because I'm like, I couldn't do that. But you know.
You like call him Ron and they're so offended.
Yeah, except for the one guy whose name actually is Ron.
Yeah.
He's like, I was born to do this. Yeah. Okay. Did you have anybody who was like a cheerleader or like a supportive person when you were doing this job, or anybody when you got out who was like, yeah, get out?
Yeah. I remember there was, hold on. Okay, wait, 2 things. I did have a villain, and I was so pumped about this. And now that I'm thinking about it, when I interned at our arena in college at South Carolina, I remember I started reading Live from New York. It was a book about Saturday Night Live. And we were interning. I was like doing like group sales or whatever at the arena. And my boss that worked at the arena was like, oh, you want to get into comedy? He's like, you're already aged out. He's like, everybody in SNL is like, they're in it before college age. Like, you're way too old. I remember thinking that and always being like, well, then I'll never make it because I'm just too old. I should have made it before. It'll never happen. And that was always stuck in my head. And then a year ago-ish, I went with Bert and opened for Bert at that arena in Columbia, South Carolina.
Amazing.
And like kind of made a post about it.
Oh,
and
that's
my
cool.
professors came because they all like kind of run that stuff.
That's
and
cool.
Gave me a jersey to wear on stage. And yeah, it was a really cool full circle moment. But on that same end, when I had since moved on and was in Atlanta working at that arena and like was just kind of depressed and lost. And my mom had passed recently, and I was like working every night and found comedy. There was just this one lady, I loved her. She worked in the accounting, and she would always like take me aside and be like, fly away.
Oh my God.
She's like, you are so much bigger than this. You're destined for this. She's like, go. And like I would like started to like was bad at my job at some point because I was like, screw this. And she was always just like, it's fine. You don't need this.
Oh my
gosh. I loved
that's
her.
so
moving.
She was great.
Yeah. She was kind of like, screw
saw
this.
that you like needed that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Okay. Thank you for doing this. Where
Thanks
can
for
people
having me.
do you have anything you want to like you have a podcast?
Podcast. We gotta have you on. We write different themes for everybody that we have. It's called Coastal Idiots. I do with Shane
It's
Torres.
really funny.
It's fun. So it just, because he lives in New York, so he comes whenever he can, and we like batch episodes.
So you just do a ton at a time.
Yeah.
That's pretty full out. I feel like you do your podcast for like a week straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we like.
But your podcast is like more like a show. I feel like you need to watch it.
That. Yes, thank you. We definitely only put it out in video at first.
Yeah.
And then people are like,
where's the audio?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, fine, watch the audio, but they're sketches. So there's going to be weird pauses and silence.
Yeah,
and grunts
it's so
and
funny
moans.
though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's out. And then I'm touring everywhere. It's Katherine Blanford on social media. It's katherineblanford.com for dates. All the boring stuff.
Go see her. She's so funny. I feel like you're always somewhere. So you'll find her. Wherever you are, she'll be there.
I'll be there. Pass out on stage if it's not going well. I just pass out if it's a bad set.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Toodles.